Kicking off this week of sports, we bring some special highlights from the Wellesley Middle School Sports Club youths as they played their championship gravy bucket game at Sprague Field. In its first year, founded by community investors Joe Roberts and backed by Chris Cavallerano, this nonprofit youth-based program looks to raise awareness of the importance of having after-school programs available to Wellesley youths.
We've both been involved with a bunch of youth sports programs in town for a bunch of years, and we just saw a need here at the middle school for the 6th and 7th grade kids in particular to, provide some programs for them to get outside, get running around, have fun, get to know one another. And so, we talked to the schools about it. They were very receptive, and we're happy to have our first season here playing some flag football and soccer, and we had a bunch of kids out here having a lot of fun, so it's been great. We had probably around 60 kids doing flag football. A lot of kids from the city. The Metco kids were great. We loved having them here, and it was, kids that played a lot of sports and other kids who don't play as much, and they all had a great time together, and that's definitely what we're trying to do.
Yeah, I'd say too, the kids, whether the weather was good or, not so good, the kids always came out. Even on Halloween, we had a full contingent of kids, and, we challenged them, and they stepped to the challenge, and we're hoping we can continue to do this.
And so here at Sprague, dozens of kids were ready to show off their talents in this championship game. And we check in with the Fighting Irish and Gators locked up in an early tight match, with the Irish only up by 2, 14-12. And so the Fighting Irish go on a 13-0 run on a score and pick 6 to make it 27-12. With the Gators down by 15 points, but not discouraged, Gators score on a clutch touchdown, and a key interception gives them possession that ultimately leads to another score. And suddenly, they're only down 27-24. That offensive momentum continues, and the quarterback then throws a bomb for a touchdown score. And after scoring 18 unanswered, the Gators now take the lead for the first time, 30-27. But momentum would go to the Fighting Irish the rest of the way as they score 18 unanswered of their own. And the Fighting Irish take home the gravy bucket, downing the Gators to the score of 45-30. And so with over 50 youths participating all season, playing flag football and having fun and staying active, it was clear that all who were involved benefited, all the way from the kids, even to the adults. Hopefully this is just the start of many more after-school programs to come here in Wellesley.
We really are looking at this as like a great success, and we're going to try to do some more stuff in the winter, maybe some basketball and dodgeball if we can get the gym space. Gyms are tough in Wellesley, so we're going to see what we can do and see if we can keep this going.
I'd say, it was a success, and the challenge would be keeping it, on that level. We have high standards for, the program and for the kids, and, right now it's just getting the word out there, letting them know we've got these great after-school programs for kids, trying to de-stress them, getting them active, socializing, in person rather than online, and getting some fresh air whenever possible.
I thought that we crushed the Gators, we beat them pretty well.
Great pick 6 by
good. Josh made a pick 6 right here.
I thought the game was pretty well. We played a strong defense, strong offense. We got a lot of picks, good running.
I think me showing up last second, that was.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts.
Thank you, Mr. Roberts. It was fun because all I would do is I would go home and do all I would do is go home and do homework, but now I know that I can come play sports and have some fun.
Hi.
I think this goes out for everyone when we say Mr. Roberts is the best. Peace.
Unfortunately, due to weather and technical difficulties, we were not able to cover the annual girls Powder Puff game, where the Wellesley seniors lost a close one to the Rockets, 13-6. But we stay with football for the most anticipated varsity game for these Raiders, competing in the 127th Thanksgiving matchup with the Needham Rockets, the longest high school rivalry in the nation. And so the Raiders here on their first possession look sharp, using the no-huddle offense effectively, marching down the field. And like so many times before this season, Jake Moen finds Jack Dolan, who is wide open in the end zone for a touchdown. Wellesley has an early 7-0 lead over Needham in the opening minutes of the first. Needham's defense is clutch, though, after forcing a Raiders 3-and-out. The Rockets rush the kicker, and the punt is blocked. Jared Schofield picks it up and rumbles all the way to about the 3-yard line before Thomas Noka knocks him out of bounds. Sam Hurwitz would then easily score on the very next play. The extra point is good, and we're tied at 7. Besides allowing a quick Needham touchdown, the biggest blow for the Raiders would be that on the point-after attempt, Jack Dolan goes down with what appears to be a lower leg injury, with his team leading 15 touchdowns in the regular season and a huge key to the Raiders' offense. Having Jack Dolan on the sidelines is without a doubt a huge loss. Amazingly though, Dolan would show a ton of toughness in his last high school game, and though limping, would come back on the field later in the second quarter. But Raiders offense would get stuffed in the red zone twice, and with 2:28 to play in the first half, Rockets take advantage of Wellesley's missed opportunities. And quarterback Sam Foley throws a quick screen pass to Cliff Kirker, and he is just gone. Outrunning Raider defenders down the sideline, it's 14-7 Rockets. And after Joshua Salato's reach just gets the ball over the goal line, the Rockets would take a 20-7 lead into halftime. Later in the third quarter, and Wellesley now down 27-7, Raiders have to find some way to score and cut away this deficit. And after getting a clutch completion to running back TJ Noonan, keeping a Raider drive alive, Jake Mullen would eventually throw corner end zone, connecting with a diving Griffin Morgan, who somehow was able to keep both feet in bounds. What a great play as Wellesley gets that score they desperately needed and are now down 27-13. Raiders defense comes up big in the fourth quarter when Needham's offense deep in the red zone yet again fumble the ball, and David Jennings comes up with the clutch takeaway. But Wellesley would fail to capitalize on what could have been a costly Rocket turnover, as Jake Mullen's fourth down pass falls incomplete and Needham's defense stands their ground. And with only 3 minutes left in the final quarter, all Needham has to do is run out the clock on this one. And so it's a final here at Needham High School as the Rockets beat the Raiders 27-13. And the coveted Centennial Trophy comes back to Needham. Congratulations to both talented teams on their winning seasons. Well, that wraps up another episode of Raiders Sports Report as the fall season officially comes to a close. We'll be back after a short break, ready to kick off a very busy winter sports season. In the meantime, catch up on all Raiders highlights on demand at wellesleymedia.org and on our YouTube channel.